Hello and welcome back to what's set to be another great day of netball. If you missed it yesterday, you can catch up on YouTube. This is the Europe Netball Under 21 competition, live here in the Isle of Man at the National Sports Centre in Douglas. Yesterday we saw some great matches. As we said, England took on the Isle of Man at the Under 21 level, storming to 111 goals to 14. Then we saw a really close match between Wales and Northern Ireland, 37-33 win by Northern Ireland. And then the test match last night saw Wales seniors take on the Isle of Man, winning 76-24. We have another test series game for you first thing this morning, and it's set to be another cracker. Isle of Man will be coming back, looking to improve on their performance yesterday, and I'm sure Wales will be wanting to push on. Wales currently sat at 9th in the world, Isle of Man currently sat at 23rd, so a great competitive game considering the ranking difference, and yeah, let's see what we find out today. So we have more up for you as well today, not just this game, lots of under 21 games, so wherever you are in the world, make sure you are sorted for the rest of the day, keep your internet on and stay with us. Wales versus Isle of Man coming up next.
I'm looking forward to the tournament, I'm looking forward to playing, and I'm looking forward to watching all the games.
Well, I'm looking forward to the fact that it will be live streamed, available to family and friends who can't make it to the Isle of Man.
I think just playing with the girls again, it's been a bit of a while because of COVID and everything, so getting back on court with them is a really exciting opportunity.
I'm looking forward to spending time with my teammates in competition, getting on court and playing with them again, and I'm up for the challenge.
I think it will be exciting for everyone to see what the island has to offer.
I'm really looking forward to playing in front of a home crowd, having that support behind us.
We're hopefully going to be developing our netball umpiring to be able to umpire these guys at the level that they're playing at.
I feel like the team's ready, we've got some challenging games ahead, but I'm looking forward to seeing how far we can push ourselves on court.
I believe the team is ready to take on the challenge that's being posed to them. It will be a real test to us, and we'll see how far we can push ourselves.
Yeah, I feel like we are ready. We've done a lot of preparation, a lot of training, and we're just all ready to get ready and raring to go again.
Welcome back to live netball at the National Sports Centre in the Isle of Man in Douglas. You can see on your screen now Wales warming up for the first of today's Test Series matches. They played last night against the Isle of Man. Wales taking a commanding win, 76-24 in that competition. However, today is a fresh day and all to play for. You can see on your screens now the scores from yesterday. The under 21 competition kicking off first thing in the morning, Isle of Man versus England. England taking the win there, and then a really tight contested match between Wales and Northern Ireland under 21s, with Northern Ireland taking the win 37-33. Today we have Wales taking on the Isle of Man in the under 21s and England taking on Northern Ireland, and I'm sure Northern Ireland are looking to try and upset the England side in that game. Still more games for you on Sunday: Wales versus England and the Isle of Man versus Northern Ireland to finish off the competition, to see who's going to walk away with that all-important coveted gold and silver medals. But as we said, first for you today up on court, Wales seniors taking on the Isle of Man seniors. I have joining me in commentary, just putting her headphones on now, she's been busy on business this morning, Pip Cross from the Isle of Man. How are you, Pip?
I'm good, I'm back.
See, these wonderful people in netball have many roles as volunteers, so she's just, believe it or not, been quickly sorting out something changing room wise, and now back.
I have, so I think hopefully it's all sorted, and but yeah, we're all good to go.
And you must be pleased seeing your team out yesterday, the Isle of Man taking on Wales. What a great performance.
Absolutely brilliant, real good contest and whatever, so yeah, it was brilliant to watching from the sideline, so yeah, excellent, really enjoyed it.
Wales as well, I believe, are very happy with that performance. 3 new caps for them as well: Shona O'Dwyer, Ella Powell-Davis and Zoe Matthewman getting new caps for them, so happy all around with those results. So bringing you the lineups for today. Change from the starting 7, but not unsuspected, not sure if that's the right word, not unsurprising, that's it. Kat Keeling starts at goal shooter for the Isle of Man. She came on really well in that position. Chloe Swells goes to goal attack. Ashley Hall starting at wing attack. We saw her move there yesterday. Rachel Johnston starting at centre, again putting a great stint at centre yesterday. Lydia Shaw wing defence, Natalie Swells goal defence, and the young Anne-Marie Crompton at goalkeeper. She earned her first cap yesterday as well for the Isle of Man, so fantastic lineup for them. Coach for the Isle of Man is Claire Batty. For Wales, Georgia Rowe gets the nod at goal shooter, Betsy Creek at goal attack, an unchanged shooting circle for them from yesterday's start. Wing attack, Shona O'Dwyer. Susie Drain starts at centre today, Nia Jones wing defence, and then the phenomenal partnership of Ella Powell-Davis at goal defence and Christina Shaw at goalkeeper. Sarah Moore is the coach for the Wales side. The umpires today are Kate Mann, Louise Cole, and the reserve is Megan Samuel. You see the players coming out on court now, lots of smiles. We did talk to Ashley Hall yesterday about what their evening would look like. Potentially asked if there was any video analysis or anything. She pointed out that player welfare for them was ultimately the most important thing, and they were actually just going to rest that evening, and I love that, so fresh. Wales now taken to court as well, that lineup that we just talked about. Georgia Rowe, all 6'4" of her, I do believe, proved quite a problem yesterday for the Isle of Man. Georgia Rowe's shooting stats as well were absolutely phenomenal. She was sat on 94% yesterday.
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
Betsy Creek not far behind her on 93, so if those two get the ball in that shooting circle, chances are it's going through the net.
Absolutely.
Lovely passionate singing of the anthem there by the Welsh side. And the same from the Isle of Man. They're not turning their back on us, they're facing their flag. True passion showed from both teams. Very proud moment to be playing for your country, and they have that passion in abundance, don't they, Pip?
Yeah, and it's really nice because again, this is our first test series, so it's really nice to be able to play national anthems for both teams. It's really special.
So you can see our pictures, Kate Mann and Luke Cole. Our umpires in the picture, Kate Mann and Luke Cole. They don't deliver the ball at the moment just for COVID reasons, hence why Susie Drain has run and got that. But we do have to start on time. It's very strict rules around test series because ranking points obviously are very important. So all has to be done correctly. Wales get us off with the first centre. Susie Drain starting this time.
Nice hands already, lovely.
Strong arms over, but well saved by Johnston. Unlucky there by Christina Shaw, but beautiful feed to Kat Keeling.
They're off and running.
Isle of Man scored first yesterday, they've scored first today. Another beautiful feed, finding Keeling a lot easier today. Swales, however, continuing how she finished yesterday, finding net. We didn't see Crompton up against Rowe yesterday, so this will be a good challenge to watch for her.
And Crompton's getting her first cap as well, which is lovely.
Yeah, easy pickings that one for Christina Shaw. She's very fast on her feet. Plays her netball at Wasps alongside Ella Powell-Davis, so a partnership which will develop throughout their season this year. Lovely shot by Rowe. Good defence there by Betsy Creek. Lovely feed. Unlucky there by Swales on the opposite end. And she found Swales home alone. Just need to make sure they sink these goals, the Isle of Man.
Yeah, I think that's the that would be a bit of the key today because there were a few misses yesterday, but what a shame.
Isle of Man sat on 57% tune stats compared to 84% for Wales yesterday, so definitely something that they'll want to improve, but can't take away the pressure that the defensive unit are putting on those shooting.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? Managed to keep hold of that. Lovely moving, lovely driving from Swales.
And they connect really well, Hall and Swales,
They do, don't they? it's nice to see Swales on because she limped off yesterday, so obviously had a little bit of a niggle, so great to see her back on today.
An attacking contact. We saw a couple of those yesterday as well in different games. All players will be wanting to make sure they stay disciplined. Wales just forcing everyone down one side at the moment. We've seen, and we talked about yesterday, the Isle of Man sometimes doing these long diagonal or long lateral passes, and Wales may well have looked at that and tried to encourage them more with the height that they have in defence. Lovely shot by Rowe. Nice calm back up by Swales. You can see the positioning of the Welsh side, just keeping everybody up the court and off the edge.
A little bit too long, that one.
Isolating the goal shooter at the back. They're going to have to do some work to try and punch through that. Lovely space by Drain. Oh, and that's so difficult to defend, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Good hassle by Swales, but Rowe's hold is just too good this time. She's up. Someone mentioned yesterday in comms, it's a good job we're netballers and not footballers. Controversial comment, but
I have to agree. I've always said we're good at bouncing. We bounce well.
Oh, great backup by Crompton, and that has lifted the crowd. Great hands in by Johnston. Jones the other side. Oh, unlucky by Pal Davis. She read it well, just couldn't quite keep control.
Lovely.
Isle of Man keeping in touch at the moment with this Welsh side. Oh, Rames. Yeah, nice drive towards the ball by Swales, just can't find the backup.
Yeah, a little bit tight on that transverse line, I think, up there.
They just need to hang off a bit, don't they, and then drive onto it to play onto the ball. Oh. She's nearly there.
I want to say nearly for that one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah, again, footwork by Rowe, proving she can hold and she can move. Crete with a rebound. All not happy with what's in front. Oh, well taken by Pal Davis. They just seem to be everywhere. Just over halfway through this quarter. See if Creek puts this up. She does. Nice from range. Oh, opting to go over the top. Front option might have been a safer one there. Just so quick on their transition, aren't they, through the court?
Yeah.
And you can see the Isle of Man trying to set up a zone at the back, but it's just not quick enough when that transition is so fast. Lovely shot. Right idea for both Wales to go out and try and intercept those long balls.
Yeah.
Nice pocket ball. Clever play by Swales. Just edging closer to the post.
In we go.
She's certainly given her a run for her money now.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you can get in touch with us. Hashtag Europe Netball Under 21 on Twitter. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Nice hands. Reset.
Lovely play by the shooters. Right idea. Just couldn't quite pull that in. Just need to drive to the line of the ball more, don't they? Oh, attacking contact there. Crompton coming out on top on that one. Doing spectacularly well for somebody who is on their first cap this weekend.
Yeah, yes, it's brilliant. You know, I'm really pleased for her, as I am for all the players, obviously. But yeah.
It's not often you get to play against the calibre of Georgia Rowe, is it?
No, I know. Nearly there on that one as well. That wasn't far off either.
She can just take her feet off a little tiny bit more. Lovely shot.
Lovely confident shooting.
Again, just trying to get it, work it down.
Oh, that's nice. Oh,
unlucky there by Swales, but like you say, much better. Nice driving towards the ball at time and
on that goal line. Long. Oh.
Oh, long ball in.
Lovely shot.
Need to get arms over those balls in, try and at least put a little bit of doubt. Lovely cut back by Johnston. Again, just this wall of red players. Nice drive, Swales.
Oh, well done.
Lovely shot. Just over 2 minutes left. First quarter score yesterday, Wales did have 23 on the board. Lovely. Oh, great defensive pressure. You can hear Nia Jones asking for more. Both teams will have targets for these games. Obviously, all important practice for the Welsh side, who haven't managed to play together since 2019, heading towards the Commonwealth Games. As we said before, currently sat 9th in the world. Isle of Man currently sat 23rd. The rankings will be updated in 2022, so it'll be interesting to see where both teams fall after the experience they've had over the last couple of years. Isle of Man, obviously, we saw in the last Europe netball competition as well, taking silver. Lovely.
It's a complicated system, isn't it? You know how they work out these ranking points. I've never got my head around. That. So you just like wait with bated breath to see where you come out at the when they're announced. But
yeah, I need to find a really good mathematician friend. Yeah. Again, just lots of lifted stuff. So end of quarter one leaves us 24 goals to 5. So slightly one more for Wales this time and 2 less for the Isle of Man. So an improvement for Wales. They've certainly come out fighting, haven't they?
Absolutely, yeah. Obviously very determined. They're possibly even looking at sort of selection options for Com Games as well, assuming that they get that place. But yeah, so really strong performance. But great to see the Isle of Man girls, really pushing. For every ball. Yeah, there's perhaps the odd sort of thing that doesn't quite make it, but it's that great determination there. So it's just fabulous, and they'll be really enjoying it. You see the smiles on their faces. It's really it's excellent.
Absolutely, it's almost that transverse line, isn't it, at the moment, into attack. The Welsh are putting, the Wales team are putting on a really good wall there.
Yeah, where that pressure is and whatever. But yeah, hopefully we can Isle of Man can break that down in the next quarter.
Need some drives towards and some drives deep, and potentially just a bit more confidence on releasing that ball as well, rather than waiting to let it go. A couple of tweets for you. Llanwyd, I might have said that right, I might have said it wrong. Llanwyd Farah, walking netball. When you're trying to write a tweet to send out Wales netball support but can't take your eyes off the screen. Come on, Wales. Henry Powell-Davis, I do believe, could be the brother of Ella Powell-Davis, ready for day 2 of this test series. Let's go. And Sian Ponting settling down to watch the Wales netball seniors take on the Isle of Man in Europe netball. Absolutely fabulous. So we can see there Jenna Adamson and Sarah Moore giving some feedback to their teams. They will want more, they always want more, and as we quite rightly said, working towards Com Games, all of these players will be wanting to try and secure their places, but they'll also be looking at how they can really develop their play against a really tough Isle of Man side, actually.
Yeah, and and again, it's potentially one of our longer term aspirations to look for a Com Games place. So it's a good aspiration. It's a good aspiration to have. But yeah, and these games are such a stepping stone towards that ambition. Keep going, Isle of Man. You're doing great. So we'll be looking at both teams to see if there's any changes going to happen into this next quarter. just looking at both benches just to see what's happening, and we'll advise you of any changes if they do happen.
Do you think there'll be any changes? Would you change it now? I mean, you've got 2 games today. It's quite tough. I mean,
I'm sure the Isle of Man will run the bench. Whether they do it in this game or whether they do it in the game this afternoon, not overly sure, sort of thing. But they've got strength and depth in that squad as well.
I mean, Rachel Johnston's been running out, an absolute trooper for centre. She's
Absolutely.
a fantastic centre,
Yeah.
but she doesn't. I don't think she's rested yet.
No, she didn't.
She's hardcore.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she didn't. I think she had 1 quarter off when we were in Gibraltar.
Yeah.
So she's awesome.
She's definitely one of my favourites.
Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry. I am neutral, but
Of course we are.
she is definitely one of my favourites. She's just fantastic to watch. She never gives up.
No.
And to have that much energy, she's like the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah.
Just keeps going. So looking across the teams, can't see any immediate changes. Wales definitely have the same lineup. And
Isle of Man are the same too.
so both coaches opting to run out the same, and unsurprisingly so.
Nice, that's a lovely. That one's worked nicely. Oh, great stuff.
It's a better backspace hold there for Captain Owen, isn't
definitely. Yeah, that was good.
it? Oh, lovely ball.
And again.
from Shaw. Yeah, fabulous start. And sinking it. And we saw this actually towards the end of the game, didn't we?
Yeah.
Choosing to double at the moment on Rowe. Does give Creek the free rein to run around. I wonder how much that releases some of the pressure that they could otherwise be putting on. It's always a tough call, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's twice the ball's tried to join us in commentary.
Yes. Volunteers do an amazing job putting them back on their cones, making sure they're nice and clean.
O'Dwyer opting to go back, and there's that release again out the middle from Creek. That's enough pressure. Lovely drive from Johnston. Opting to reset. Lovely, much better through the court. You can see the drives and the clears coming now from the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
Just that last pass in.
Just that last one, isn't it? Oh, yeah. But the first few minutes that worked really well, so hopefully they can maintain that. So.
Yeah, one bit at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Lovely front hold by Rowe. Compton again just needs to take her feet off a little bit. We've seen a challenge for those high ones, and she's getting close to them, so. Lovely shot. Still struggling to get that ball forward on the centre pass.
There's a lot of pressure in that centre third, isn't there?
Lovely drive by Hall, the captain for the Isle of Man.
Nice rebound, Keeling. Yeah, well done.
She's got herself in a really good position there for the rebounds. Keeling plays goalkeeper and goal shooter, so very well aware of circle setups to get herself in the best position. Strong challenge by Drain. Johnston making sure she had front position means she gets the contact call. Lovely front by Swales. Lovely shot. And that lifts their team in itself, doesn't it, when those goals go in? Oh, good challenge by O'Dwyer. Yeah, you can see such a strong defence, keeping them all side. But look at Swales run that base.
Oh, what a shame.
It was such a strong drive by her, wasn't it?
And you work so hard to get it, you know, and then it's just that finish. It'll come.
But it's almost a huge ask, isn't it, as well, to be doing that much work, have that much pressure on you, and then have to stop
and then sink
shoot.
it. Yeah.
Some of us mere mortals just struggle shooting without all that pressure.
I'm great at shooting when there's nobody around. Another great challenge for that. Johnson winning that.
One thing we said about the Isle of Man yesterday is that they absolutely never stop. Oh, unlucky by Shaw.
Oh.
And that just shows the partnership. When one's gone on the fly, the other one comes back and sweeps the back of the circle.
And that's another attacking contact.
Need to have 2 leads here, Isle of Man.
Nice
or not.
well.
What do I know?
Yeah.
Oh, unlucky Pal Davis.
Oh, lovely Keeling, well done.
Can't sink it.
Swells is just struggling slightly there after a fall. Hope she's okay.
Should be a big loss if she has to come off.
Absolutely, but she is a toughie. Oh, she's full time.
Time is now being held for that change. We'll see how they move their team around. I would imagine Ashley Hall will go into that position. We do see her taking a bib off. Big cheer for Chloe Swales. She is a really important player for the Isle of Man. And you'll be able to tell me this. Is it Ryder Clegg?
It is Ryder Clegg coming on. Yeah, coming on that wing attack. Yeah.
Oh, lovely ball. That was a very accurate pass. Good confident shot. The shooting boots are all on Cat now, so under that pressure. And Betsy Creek, no pressure there at all. Oh, strong challenge by Drain.
Offside call. Oh, that's a shame.
Good hands by Nia Jones. A lovely shot again by Rowe.
She's so cool and calm, isn't she?
Yeah, absolutely. Just looks completely unfazed. But if you track the work that she does in terms of front space, back space, footwork, oh my goodness, it's just phenomenal. Georgia Rowe also has the cutest dog. If you follow her on Twitter or Instagram, you'll have seen.
Oh, I'll do that. I will do that.
Nothing to do with netball, sorry, but just...
Well, it's nice to have other.
Yeah.
The odd other interest. There aren't many, are there, Nat? But you know, there's the odd little interest that we might have outside of this sport, but there aren't many.
Oh, lots of work there by Ashley Hall. Great job. Good little tussle there between Ryder Clegg and Jones. Ryder Clegg comes out with the call.
Top. Oh, well done.
Oh, cheeky little lift there.
Yeah, I saw that. That's good.
By Carl Davis on shore, but doesn't put Kat Keelan off. Much better quarter this score for the Isle of Man.
Long shot going in. Ooh.
Uncharacteristic miss from Creek.
Oh,
Offside.
Offside call. Oh, lovely. Nice movement.
On 1 foot, off balance. Just put it through the net. It's that easy. Strong draw. Oh, that was textbook. Did you see that setup? Strong front run by Jones, then jumped to almost make the back hook open, and then Susie Drain came through on it. Try that at home. There you go. Second quarter, 5:20. Go back, watch it again.
Okay.
We expect that from all the centre wing defences in club. Not giving an inch, either team here. And that's what they were forcing, trying to keep them all together to force that one long pass. Lovely middle by Rowe. Good hands by Crompton. Little chat between O'Dwyer and Rowe. Rowe just saying where she wants it. Lovely back up just to allow the reset. Good shut down of the forward centre pass option there between Shaw and Johnston. Nice by Hall. Again, just being held up a little bit there.
Oh, such quick hands, such vision.
And it's also understanding, isn't it, where the space is and where you want to be, but actually where you're being encouraged to go. Sometimes if there's an easy space to run into, when you're playing against a team like this, there's a reason. Oh, well kept in. Lovely timing on that drive by O'Dwyer.
Oh, a lovely long shot.
A smile between Rowe and Creek.
Lots of space.
Just over 2 minutes left. Lovely. Again by Hall.
Ryder Clegg was looking for a quick ball in then.
Oh, great fake by Hall, open up Keelan at the back.
another. Well, it was an uncharacter miss from Rowe, wasn't it? And then it was another one for off balance
after having a bit of a juggle.
Yeah.
It's like masterclass in trick shots from Betsy Creek.
Yeah.
Good effort by Swales. Tried to get feet round, just caught Creek on the leg on the way through. I reckon that's her comfortable shooting position, just on her left foot.
Just off balance, yeah. Oh, that's lovely.
And again, just sitting off, playing for that.
Another one for, oh my goodness.
Left foot again. Oh, well in by Compton. Oh, lucky that got there. Pal Davis was all over that.
Offside.
15 seconds.
Wow.
Just over 5 seconds left. And so that leaves us with 11 goals to 41. So when you look at it compared to yesterday, we're pretty much tracking exactly the same. Yesterday's halftime score was 10-41. Today's is 11-41.
Wow.
That's pretty close. Do you think there's anything that's been different in this quarter from the first quarter?
I think the Isle of Man started much better in that second quarter, and putting a little bit more pressure on and limiting those scoring opportunities for Wales. So I think they'll be really pleased with that. And again, if they just can keep pushing now, then we're hopefully on for another good second half. But it is interesting that that the scores are fairly, are virtually identical to yesterday.
Yeah, it's quite consistent, isn't it? And especially considering Isle of Man lost Wales halfway through that quarter, they still managed to push through. The centre passes are quite interesting, in my opinion. Seeing when you watch the Isle of Man centre pass, everybody is in the middle third
coming in.
When you watch the Wales centre pass, you've got one over at the front, and if that person's not free, you've either then got someone else coming over. So, for instance, if O'Dwyer goes and she isn't free, you've got Creek coming over second, and O'Dwyer pulling back. And then the back defence come through sort of at the last minute, whereas at the moment for the Isle of Man, it's almost a little bit of a party in that middle third, and that's why they're struggling to get it.
Yeah, possibly a little bit congested. Yeah, and that may be something that they'll, that they'll look at. There's plenty of analysis going on that bench. So
absolutely. But I mean, it's credit to the Wales defence, isn't it? The fact that they're actually, you can see their body positioning. If you really track them in defence, you can see the body position is actually trying to encourage that space. And it's, if you see the space and you feel, that's I can get free here. It's almost you go there, don't you?
Yeah. But as you say, Wales are so good at reading that play,
and as we said before, this is fantastic because the Isle of Man now will be able to go back and look at that footage and how many times are they going to be able to play against a side that is that structured, that is playing all these set plays. I mean, that one where Jones ran the front really hard to set up the fly at the back, or when you had Christina Shaw as goalkeeper coming out on the fly, and then because she'd come out on the fly on the goal attack, you then had Pal Davis run the sweep at the back.
Yeah, absolutely awesome, and it just shows what strength and commitment that they've got, and working as a complete unit.
Yeah, and for the Isle of Man, strength-wise, Rachel Johnston is just an absolute trooper. I know I've said this before, and I think I'm in a bit of fangirl mode at the moment. But the work rate that she does, she goes again. Ashley Hall again in goal attack.
Yeah,
goes, clears. They're doing 3 or 4 movements.
Yeah, absolutely, to get to make sure that they're onto that ball and onto that pass. So yeah, it is. It's awesome, and you know that they'll be the Isle of Man will be really pleased with with the opportunity that these 3 test matches are giving them. You know, we the first time we played Northern Ireland last month, which was another fantastic opportunity. You know, so to play these teams that are, you know, in the top 10, in the top 12 is absolutely fantastic. You know, what an amazing opportunity. And again, as hosts, you know, we're delighted that we can do this, and that they've come, you know, that they've come here as well. So it's absolutely brilliant.
And the gaps aren't actually that big, are they? Considering, I mean, we spoke beforehand. Isle of Man currently sat 23rd in the world. Wales sat on 9th. You know, you'd kind of potentially expect that gap maybe to be even bigger than it is.
Possibly, yeah. And that's what this is all about. That's finding out. You know, it's for us to find out. You know what that. You know what we have to do, where we have to reach our goals and our aims, sort of thing. So, but yeah, it's just brilliant, and as I say, you know, nobody's going to be disappointed with these scores at all. You know,
because nagging Pip before as well to commit to trying to get into the Commonwealth Games in 2026.
Well, one step at a time, but yeah, why not? You know. We do have, you know, and we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't have those goals and those aspirations. So
I'm pushing you
so
again.
Watch out, everybody else. We're coming.
Good. Another awkward question. Probably not awkward. I love it if you just answer it straight away. Aiming for World Youth 2025 in Gibraltar,
and why not for that? And
absolutely.
Why not for that as well? That's definitely you know, that's definitely on the cards as well. So. But yeah, we'll be definitely going for that one.
Oh, I love this. This is great. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
This is what the plan is. And, you know, you keep going like this and developing the way Isle of Man are. They're definitely chomping on the heels. I would imagine some of the home nations who have been used to having more of an easy ride into these competitions now, with these countries coming through, will certainly be maybe not quaking in their boots just yet, but maybe that's the way it's going. Fabulous. So we've just seen on screen here Eleanor Roberts for Wales warming up, and also a different shooter for the Isle of Man was warming up. We'll just find. Bridson was warming up.
Yeah, Eilish Bridson's warming up at. She's got a goal attack bib on, and we can see Ella Carriage also has I think that's Ella Carriage.
She came on at wing defence yesterday. Did a great job.
I think she's coming on at goal defence.
Because she's another one that's just earned the first cap.
She's earning her first cap as well. Yeah, another great opportunity for these girls.
Sadly, at half time, I am losing Pip. Pip has President of Isle of Man Netball jobs coming up for the second half, so she does have to go off. However, I do have the Queen of Netball Twitter in the UK. I'm sure you've probably heard of her before. Just have to try and find her. She's currently chatting to some umpiring officials. Tyler Sue. Just get her to come over. Pip, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Enjoy the second half.
Yeah, I will. I'm going off to meet a dignitary, so...
You're just so busy.
I know. Pulled in so many directions, but it's been a pleasure. I'll speak to you again soon.
Thank you so much. So just wait here, do a tactical switch. Just as the team substitute, we are substituting commentators. And I have the wonderful Tyler Sue Chapman joining me. And just check you can hear me now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Fabulous. Welcome to commentary.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming. What have you thought of the game so far?
Great game again between these both sides. Very similar to yesterday, just one goal the difference. Both teams, I think, focusing on the lessons learned from yesterday, but a good strong start from both sides.
We said before the shooting stats were quite different yesterday for the Isle of Man versus Wales. The Isle of Man was sat on 57%, Wales sat on 84%. Haven't got the live stats on me, but I would imagine, having seen it, it's probably quite similar.
Yeah, definitely.
So the changes, as we said, Pip, absolutely correct. Carriage has gone to goal defence for the Isle of Man. Out the front, we do see Bridson going on at goal attack. We saw her yesterday come on at goal shooter, so it'll be interesting to see what she does at goal attack. And Hall has gone to wing attack. for Wales. We see Susie Drain moving to the wing attack position, so Shona O'Dwyer's gone to the bench. Kyra Jones comes on at centre. Eleanor Roberts has come on at goal attack. Oh, lovely ball through. Oh, a strong challenge by Pal Davis. Yeah, great defence by Pal Davis around the circle edge. Oh, and textbook ball into row. She's just so accurate, isn't she?
Shooting masterclass out there.
There's that centre pass that we were talking about. One player over for Wales, lots of space. Rowe from mid-range, again, doesn't miss. And still the crowd in the middle for the Isle of Man. Such a strong four-man zone, isn't it? Everybody's non-ball side for the Isle of Man. Wales just keeping that ball side position.
Yeah, for me the combinations between the Isle of Man just aren't connecting at the minute. Pressure from Wales are really getting on them.
Oh, lovely take. Kyra Jones, one hand, she's got such good control over the pass and the ball, hasn't she? Good shot by Robert, she'll be pleased with that. Struggled a little bit on her shooting stats yesterday, so I'm sure she'll be up for improving those today. Yeah, again, that space just controlled in the middle by Wales. Only one driver coming through that for the Isle of Man, and that's why they managed to turn it over. Good drive through the middle by Johnston. Nice space by Hall. Oh, unlucky there by Jones. Lovely front. Just needs to take a breath. Just needs a bit more backspin on that ball, doesn't it? So if it hits the back, it's going to drop in rather than ping off. Bit of a flick of the wrist.
Be nice to see waiting an extra second on the shot to take it, to maybe take the time to wait.
Down the other end, good connections between Roberts and Rowe. Injury time called here for Wales. That sees Pal Davis exiting the court and Layla Thomas entering at goal defence. Nia Jones also leaving the court at wing defence, and Claire Jones coming on in that wing defence position. We saw Claire Jones enter yesterday at centre, so it'll be interesting to see how she does in the wing defence position. Again, strong four zone by Wales. You can see the position. Contact call there against Thomas. Trying to set up a screen there, Keelan, but the defence for Wales just sliding through that gap. Oh, she throws the hands up to say finally.
Very Very well served, lovely shot for the Ironman.
Just business as usual down the other end. Oh, Jones. Lovely strong drive through the court by Kyra Jones. Time called there by Georgia Rowe sees Zoe Matthewman take to the court. Matthewman got her first cap yesterday along with Shona O'Dwyer and Ella Powell-Davis, so good to see her back on the court. She also had fantastic shooting stats yesterday, 79%. Not bad for your first cap, is it? Shooting 79%.
Great game.
Little nod of the head, wanted the ball in backspace there.
Straight in, first goal.
Be a challenge now for Anne-Marie Crompton is goalkeeper for the Isle of Man, because it'll be a completely different style of play to Georgia Rowe.
Yeah, it'd be good to see how she reacts to the new position. Oh, unlucky.
Coming out on top immediately.
It's great to see the crowd getting behind the Isle of Man.
They're quite loud, aren't they?
Yeah, really loud.
They got their little drummers. Much better play here by the Isle of Man, just finding the front space. I think she's got her eye in now.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, good arms by Thomas. Oh, an attacking contact call. We've seen a couple of those against Wales. Lovely, accurate pass by Drain to Jones. Played together many times, Susie Drain and Kyra Jones, both highly capped for Wales. And also had a good stint at Celtic Dragons together. Halfway through this quarter, Isle of Man only managed to score 2 so far. Oh. Oh, beautiful shooting. Brighton playing the front really well at the minute. Oh, contact against Keelan there.
Yeah, lucky for the Isle of Man there, had a few good passes of play.
Oh, good hands by Crompton. Oh, lovely shot by Matthewman. Not phased. Oh, roll to post and good feed by Eleanor Roberts. Good cover at the front, but Paul still managing to get through. Got to keep that movement.
Off the post there.
Well read, Lydia Shaw. Fabulous, well deserved goal. That one can definitely be credited to the defensive prowess of Lydia Shaw at the back. unlucky by Christina Shaw, but well stopped there. Did well to pull out that. Keely rewards that as well. 2-goal run so far for Isle of Man. Can they keep it up? Their centre pass. Oh. Yeah, good strength by Bryson. Shaw just getting caught on the wrong side there. Yeah, nice front. Brightson's having a stormer, isn't she? I've just jinxed her.
With the rebound, but unlucky to go off the side there.
Said yesterday, every time I said something nice about someone, it went wrong.
Commentators' curse, as they say, isn't it?
Roberts to Jones. Jones finding Matthewman. She'll shoot from there. Strong position by Roberts. Lovely shot. Really good positioning by the mid-court around the circle edge just to aid the shooters get closer.
Lovely rebound.
Something about the Welsh shooters making it look easy. Oh, great pressure by Drain. Caution against Lydia Shaw there for that contact on Drain. And it's so important that the feeders are connected, isn't it, with the shooters, and they actually make the space look even more than it is when the feed goes in well.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely see that Wales combinations currently connecting a lot more than the Isle of Man's at the minute.
It's confidence to know where the space is, let it go, and know your shooter's going to get on the end of it. Yeah, nothing in front for sure.
Great defensive pressure from Wales, whole team defence.
I think sometimes Hall does a lot of work, doesn't she, in the mid-third to help out, but sometimes it can stop there, then being the next offer further down. Bit damp on the court, so just getting the physio.
Quick wipe up.
Beyond the umpire's whistle, she's just making sure the field of play is clear. Another lovely shot by Matthewman. I feel like I should record that so I can just play it.
Over and over again.
Oh, unlucky by Carriage.
Again, there we go. Can she sink it?
It's not even a question, is it?
Definitely not. Of course you can.
Quite crowded again in that mid-third. Oh, great feat by Brighton to keep that on. It's like twinkle toes.
Oh, unlucky on the shot.
Oh, lovely ball. I won't say it again. Yeah, well, lovely shot by Matthewman. Beautiful. Hall not happy with anything forward, opting to go back. Good interchange with Johnston. Jones happy with Hall being wide.
Yeah, just no options in front for the Isle of Man.
You've got both Claire and Kyra Jones happy with the players sitting wide because they've got the speed to run on it, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. Good take.
Bryson's doing a great job. So, interesting there, the scoreboard still has 48 seconds on it here, and our clock still had 48 seconds on it. However, it is half time, according to the umpires. They do have their own timers, I do believe, on their wrists. I'm not 100% sure why that was different. But there we have it. It is three-quarter time. The score is 1861. Now, you're not going to believe this, Tyler Sue. Guess what the score was at third quarter yesterday?
1861?
Absolutely. Just phenomenally weird how close it is to yesterday's game. I would have expected a little bit of change, wouldn't you?
Yeah, maybe a few goals either side, but just shows, the two teams have got experience and very similar games yesterday.
Absolutely. So 7 goals for the Isle of Man in that quarter, 20 for Wales. Wales's average yesterday was 19 goals per quarter. Isle of Man average was 6, so not bad for them to get 7. Carolyn Hughes did ask on Twitter about the number of attempts versus the number of scored shots for the Isle of Man and Wales. I haven't got them for this game. I will have them at the end, but I can let you know what they were for yesterday. Considering we're sat roughly on the same score, it might potentially be similar. Yesterday, the Isle of Man had 42 attempts overall in the game and scored 24 of them. And Wales had 90 attempts in the goal yesterday, scored 76. So, that goes to show, I think Carolyn was alluding to the fact that actually the possession that the Isle of Man have got is more than the scoreboard shows, considering the accuracy of the Wales shooters in comparison to the accuracy of the Isle of Man shooters.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be interesting to see a game where maybe the Isle of Man's percentage was a little bit higher. Maybe a difference in the score would be visible, but just unlucky on the Isle of Man for multiple reasons on that shot.
But saying that, I think Bridson, actually, it'd be interesting to see her stats. I think she's coming undone phenomenally well. She missed the first couple in, and I thought, it's going to be a bit sticky for her, but then she's just been nailing them.
Yeah, head in the game on it.
And her footwork as well in the circle to create that space has been really good, hasn't it?
Excellent. And that last quarter then to keep that ball on the line and then take the shot straight after.
I think it's been better for the Isle of Man when they've been playing more forwards and more front options.
Yeah, definitely. Just getting that more options forward and seeing who's where and creating that space, just utilising what they've got. You can tell the difference when that happens.
And the changes for the Wales side in that circle, we saw the changes yesterday. Do you think that's impacted them at all?
Not really. Again, still the shooters are absolutely on it for Wales at the minute. No difference at all. Maybe sick of saying the same thing, aren't you? But no, excellent shooting. To be honest, the calibre that the team have got, can't fault it, can you really?
No. I mean, potentially a slight different style, I'd say. Maybe Robert's doing a bit more of a feeding role into Matthewman.
Yeah, a different style within the circle of the players, but shooting-wise...
Yeah.
Accuracy's there, isn't it?
We just need to record great shot. Great shot. We don't need to talk. That's all
just
we'll
play
do.
it.
David Roberts, it's been a great first 2 quarters for both teams, having a great battle. Isle of Man and Wales netball. Fantastic to have David watching. He did the photographs over in Gibraltar for the last Europe netball competition, and he's been converted.
Excellent.
Rightly so. It is the best sport, and no, that's not controversial. It's just true.
It's 100% fact.
Jacqueline Rowe, congratulations, Georgia Rowe, on a really solid team performance. Obviously related to Georgia Rowe. Well done. Tell us your tips for raising children, because you've done a fabulous job. Right, back on court. Can we see any changes? Wales seems to be reasonably similar. However, those eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed Matthewman has gone to goal attack. and Creek has come back on in that goal shooter position. Isle of Man front lineup seems the same. No, it's not. I've lied. We have Swales back on at goal shooter. Good to see that her injury has been resolved, or at least resolved enough for her to run out at goal shooter. And Brighton, who did a great job coming on at goal attack, has managed to retain that bib.
Yeah, good to see her back on court and a very strong start for the Isle of Man. Coming over the Wales centre. Oh, look at that.
A couple more changes for you for the Isle of Man. Carriage has gone to wing defence. Storner has come on at goalkeeper. And I'm not sure of the goal defence position. I will let you know as soon as I find out. It should come through to me quite quickly. Paige Skillicorn has come on at goal defence for the Isle of Man. Of course it is. Sorry, Paige. Oh, she shoots just as well at goal attack as she does at goal shooter. Obstruction call there. She's got to get a distance when she turns. Dare we say it? Lovely shot. Oh, great drive in. Yeah, Creek has that height deceptively at the back. Height in stature and height in jump height too. Oh, unlucky there by Hall. It was a great lead, but tracked all the way. Cheeky knee slide by Susie Train. Gets back up. Oh, rolls around the rim. Not this time. Great second phase. Oh, and look at that feed. Just beautiful from Kyra Jones. Yeah, I think there's a bit of water on the court. I think that's why we saw Susie Drain do a knee slide. Don't think she intentionally did it through the court. Don't forget you can get in touch with us. Hashtag Europe Netball Under 21. We would love to hear your thoughts. Ask us any questions. We'll be trying to explain a few questions that have been asked over the last day tomorrow. Sorry, in the next game. I'm going to start that again. There's been a few questions asked, which I will try and answer in the next game. That's what I meant to say. Cut my teeth in. Oh, lovely Swales. Yeah.
Very well served goal there. Very strong on the rebound.
Oh. Just jumps around the post. Change here for the Wales side. Christina Shaw heading to the bench and Ella Powell-Davis coming on at goalkeeper. Just trying out some of their combinations here, the Welsh side. We saw Pal Davis with Short, we've seen Thomas with Short, and now we're going to see Pal Davis and Thomas. Good rebound position by Swales, really getting Pal Davis on her back. Great shot. It's a real hard task for Storner at the back against Creek. Lovely front. Oh, Pal Davis disappointed with that. Great rebound. Lovely shot by Swales. 24 was the total that the Isle of Man scored yesterday. They're on 23. You would hope they'd be able to surpass that, being so close now, still with just under 10 minutes left of this game. Wales also just keep ticking this scoreboard over. Look at the work rate by Johnston. Lovely. Well seen by Hall.
Oh, shot, but excellent rebound.
Yeah, really good work by Swell. She makes a difference being on the court, doesn't she?
100%.
Oh, great drive by Matthew on the other side. Well weighted for the feed by Drain. Just too good. Well held by Hall. Oh. Fast hands, but too fast that time. Good width by Pal Davis. Oh, can't quite keep that one in though. Time called there for Kyra Jones. Sees Claire Jones coming onto centre, and then Nia Jones coming back onto court in that wing defence position. She does have her ankles strapped quite heavily, Kyra Jones. Hopefully it's more a tactical manoeuvre than an actual injury. Good rebound by Pal Davis. Thomas and Jones have played together before, both featured in the Commonwealth Games squad for 2018 for Wales. Oh, so close to that one, Skillicorn. Oh, well kept back in. Kat on Twitter has said, seeing the height difference between Wales and the Isle of Man is how I feel most of the time playing netball. Oh, unlucky footwork call there against Johnston. Again, we have to remember that these girls, Johnston's played all of the game yesterday and today so far, and there's another game for these ladies at 7 o'clock tonight. They come out on court again. Good pressure by the Isle of Man, forcing that turnover. Oh, the arms of Creek. Good backup by Jones. The other Jones, Claire, in the middle. Creek gets the contact call outside. Lovely shot. It's exactly the same scoreline now as we finished yesterday's game. 24-76. But still 5 minutes left in this game, so a higher scoring quarter. Potentially for both teams, but we shall see. Oh, beautiful ball over. Textbook one-legged shot from Creek. Oh, the Storner was so close to that. Creek has quite a quick shot on her, doesn't she?
Yeah, really quick.
Opting to play the front. Clever by Isleman. Just can't quite make some of these passes connect now. Tiredness or pressure?
Combination of both, I think. Great patience on the ball from Hall for Isle of Man, but again, the combination just aren't connecting at the minute for me.
Smile from Creek. I guess it's not too bad if you get your own rebounds, is it?
Of course not.
Caution given there, I'm not sure who it was to. No, unlucky by Jones. She's definitely enjoying herself out there. Oh, and she gets the reward. Good hands by Johnston down the other side. Lovely shot. Time called there. Johnston, in a rare turn, is actually coming off the court. She's done a great job. Jane Ryder-Clegg comes on at centre. A well-deserved rest of 3 minutes for Johnston. Oh, pinpoint accurate pass. Great drive by Bridson. And good space by Swales, held that front position well. Great shot, absolutely fabulous shot. Oh, unlucky there. Just again struggling with that centre pass. Just holding time here for a ball on the court. Oh, unlucky. It was a big ask and great athleticism from Drain to try and keep that in. Not quite successful. Ah, maybe she was. It was an offside call on the circle edge. Oh, Bryson kept it on, but who was there? And again, that position by Wales, just keeping the Isle of Man players up the court, forcing that pressure, creating the void in the middle. Lovely space again by Bridson. And a great feed by Ryder Clegg, finding the space away from Thomas. Oh, Swales. 40 seconds left on the clock. Wales still ticking the scoreboard over. Isle of Man will get one more try. Oh, almost just a bit too much. Lovely top by Matthew Mint. And that's the difference, isn't it, in composure. Knowing that that time is still a long time. See whether they can get this in. 3 seconds left. Does it count? No, it doesn't, but it was a valiant effort to get that last ball in. And that leaves us with a final score of Isle of Man 26, Wales 85. For those of you that like maths and numbers, Isle of Man have scored 5, 6, 7 and 8 each quarter.
Yeah, good progression from the Isle of Man.
Wales finish on 85 this time. 76 was their score yesterday, so they've absolutely powered on in that quarter of the game. 24 goals. 24 scored in the first quarter by Wales, 24 scored in the final quarter. It's a great stint, isn't it, shooting prowess?
Yeah, it just shows the endurance of the athletes there, doesn't it? 24 in the first, 24 in the last. Excellent work from the whole of the Wales squad there.
Absolutely. Smiles on the teams and claps for the crowd. Regardless of the result, they're pleased with that performance. As we pointed out to you before, this is a standalone test series running alongside the Europe Netball Under-21 competition. So both teams very pleased to be back on court. Wales haven't been on court in a test series match since 2019, and the Isle of Man, this is their first ever hosting of a test series event. So we have plenty more for you coming up, so make sure you don't go anywhere. Just to give you a really quick heads up, we are back on court in less than an hour. We're back live in 30 minutes from now with the start of today's Europe Netball competition. You can see on your screen just quickly there, Wales take on the Isle of Man next. Wales lost yesterday to Northern Ireland and the Isle of Man lost to England, so both teams looking to rectify some of those results. England take on Northern Ireland at 2 o'clock. Again, we're live 10 minutes before that time, so do join us. England and Northern Ireland both having won a game so far. Northern Ireland keen to turn the English team over, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. And then a second test series game at 7 o'clock, live at 6:45. Please do stay with us. Just a short break while we get the captains over, and then we'll have some captains interviews.
I'm looking forward to the tournament, I'm looking forward to playing, and I'm looking forward to watching all the games.
Well, I'm looking forward to the fact that it will be live streamed, available to family and friends who can't make it to the Isle of Man.
I think just playing with the girls again, it's always been a bit of a while because of COVID and everything, so getting back on court with them is a really exciting opportunity.
looking forward to spending time with my teammates in competition, getting on court and playing with them again, and I'm up for the challenge.
I think it will be exciting for everyone to see what the island has to offer.
I'm really looking forward to playing in front of a home crowd, having that support behind us.
We're hopefully going to be developing our netball umpiring to be able to umpire these guys at the level that they're playing at.
I feel like the team's ready. We've got some challenging games ahead, but I'm looking forward to seeing how far we can push ourselves on court.
I believe the team is ready to take on the challenge that's being posed to them. It'll be a real test to us, and we'll see how far we can push ourselves.
Yeah, I feel like we are ready. We've done a lot of preparation, a lot of training, and we're just all ready to get ready and raring to go again.
So I'm here live with the co-Wales captain, joint Wales captain, Susie Drain. Fantastic performance, improved on yesterday as well.
Yeah, in terms of scoreline, there was an improvement, and that's our focus is actually process. So the scoreline is irrelevant at this stage. We're looking for some key work-ons and key performance indicators that we've agreed beforehand. So we'll be going back and looking at the dashboard later, and then ahead of this evening's game.
We were looking at your defence on court. It was really well structured. There was one point in time where Nia Jones ran really hard on one thing, and then you came through at the back, and we had the same. Is that something you've been working on in combinations to really back each other up through the court?
Yeah, I think it's so important to know that if you're going to commit to an interception, that you know your teammates are going to back you up. So we have been working on that, our set structures, and then just knowing exactly, like I said, you've got to have the guts to go for something, because otherwise you're never going to turn ball over. And we've got defenders in there that have got confidence and they can get ball, which is great for us as out the attack ends.
And all your combinations that you put out on court seem to work well today in all areas of the court. That must be really pleasing for the coaching teams.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's really important. We've got 12 people here, and there's more back home that could come in, slot in, and that's what we want to do, is make sure that we're multi-dimensional, a team that can put people on, and it's seamless. So we're really pleased with that today, but we'll only be even more pleased if that goes ahead for us again later on in the game this evening.
And how much as players do you have an awareness of, like, Commonwealth Games selections are coming up? I mean, you obviously all, I would imagine, want to be selected for that. How much does that play into the performance on the court as well?
Good question. First of all, we've got to qualify. So actually it's really important that we come here and we perform, because we have to make these ranking games count. We've then got some in January in Cardiff, and then we'll find out if we're obviously a place in that Commonwealth Games, and then maybe the players can start to think about it.
So they're not thinking about it yet?
No, we can't.
We haven't made it! Really well done today. Fantastic game. Rest up well, because you're back on court 7.
Thank you very much. See you later.
See you. Thank you. So I'm going to get the captain for the Isle of Man as well, Ashley Hall, to come in. Ashley, a much improved performance again from you guys as well. A greater scoreline for you on the board today.
Yeah, it felt good today. We really enjoyed it again. Obviously we had a target. It was to beat our score yesterday in attack. And they held us at 24 for ages. I thought we were never going to get past it. They're a class act. Yeah.
And the scores were quite similar up until like that. The third quarter score was exactly the same as it was yesterday. So actually to push on, that shows real determination.
Yeah, we're learning. Individuals are learning. We're learning as a team. It was quite strange coming here this morning playing the same team. It's learning how to play test series and learning how to play top teams in the world.
And let's just mention Brighton for a second, because how well did she come onto the court, almost forced onto the court due to injury, and came on and absolutely bossed it.
Yeah, she nailed it. Loved passing to her. I love feeding to all my shooters, but particularly love when someone comes on and nails it. It's fantastic.
So quick turnaround now again. Any plans for the in-between time? I mean, what do you do now in between the games, because it's quite tight?
Eat and rest. We'll have a bit of a chat, a bit of a meeting, but yeah, it's mainly resting up.
Absolutely fantastic. Well done. Good luck this evening, and I hope you all run out safe.
Thank you. See you later.
So that's it for the test series until 7 o'clock this evening. We go live at 6:45. As you probably heard, the cheers of the teams coming on court. Next, we do have the under-21 Isle of Man team versus the under-21 Wales side. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you are back with us at 10 to the hour, and we'll see you then.